Okay, when we are graphing in standard form, we have two options for how we can graph a line. One option is we can rearrange it into a slope-intercept form, and another option is we can use the intercepts, the x and y intercepts, okay, which are 2 points. So if I want to graph by rearranging, remember the goal to keep in mind is that I'm trying to make the equation look like this. Okay, so that means I want y by itself. I want the term with the x on the right side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, well, this term with the x, I'm going to move it over to the left side because that's where I want it. Okay, I'm subtracting. If this was negative, I would add. I'm going to bring down. Now notice, this is the most common mistake we're seeing right now. Don't forget to bring down that negative sign. Okay, this is negative 4y. Now I'm going to bring down. These are not like terms. I'm not combining. Okay, I'm going to bring down the negative 8x first and the plus 12. 12 minus 8x wouldn't be wrong, but remember I'm trying to make it look like this, and this is, I'm familiar with it with the x first, so I'm going to just put it like that. Now I want the y by itself. The y is currently being multiplied by negative 4, so I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to divide, and make sure you're writing clearly divide by negative 4. Sometimes people are writing it and their like negative signs getting kind of lost in the division sign, and then that's where mistakes happen. Careful. Negative divided by negative is positive. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Positive divided by negative is negative. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So here's my equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals 2x minus 3. And when I go to graph it, I just start at my y-intercept, and then my slope is 2 over 1, going up to right 1. Okay, and my line looks something like this. My other option for graphing is using the x and y intercepts. Okay, so that looks like, sorry, let me get my camera set up. So that looks like plugging in zeros for the x and y's. So for the x-intercept, remember the x-intercept is a line along, as a point on the x-axis. So in that case, the y value along this whole line is 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 for y. And it looks like this. Once I have 0 plugged in here, I'm just doing the math. So 5 times 0 is 0. So that just becomes 0, and I can bring this down. I have negative 3x equals negative 15. To get x by itself, I'm dividing by negative 3. Negative divided by negative is positive. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Now, remember, my x value is 5. Okay, I just found that. What's my y value? Because the x-intercept is a point. Now, I have the x value, right? It's always x comma y. The x value is 5. What's the y value? Oh, yeah, the y value is 0. Remember, I plugged in 0 for y. Okay, so that's going to be one point that's on the line. This point right here, 5, 0. Okay, now we're going to find another point on the line, because that's all we need to graph a line is 2 points. So the y-intercept, I plug in 0 for x. Okay, negative 3 times 0, that's 0. So I'm going to bring down 5y equals negative 15. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Y equals negative divided by positive is negative. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So my y value is negative 3. My x value is 0. Okay, so 0, negative 3. That's right here. I have my 2 points, and then I can just go and kind of, do my best to sketch my line. All right, looks like that.